Hey everyone, Pastor Wes here with you on Wednesday night. Hope you're doing well. We're continuing in Ephesians chapter 2. We've been looking at the first three verses. Last week we were really honed in on verse 2, and we talked about how we walked according to, or we were being dominated by the course of this world. And whatever course, whatever lane, whatever channel the world was going, that's where we were going. That was the life that we lived. That was the lifestyle that we had. And just like in the world system, God's kingdom also has ways and rules and principles by which it operates. And the evil world is no different. It has all of those same things. And really, a simple example is that while God's kingdom runs on faith, the world system runs on fear. That is, if you read the Bible, you're going to be filled with faith. But if you turn on the television, if you listen to the radio, for the most part, if you talk to unsaved people for a while, you're probably going to be filled with dread. You're probably going to be filled with discouragement. The world system floods the earth with negativity. It's the way of the world. It's filled with hopelessness. It's filled with intimidation. But another clear distinction is that God's kingdom runs purely on holiness and purity. But the world system runs on lust. The world system runs on uncleanness and sexual perversion. If you read the Bible, you're going to be made clean. You're going to be made whole. But go to the movies, go to the magazine stand, anywhere else, you're probably going to be bombarded with filth everywhere that you turn around. The exclusive one flesh for marriage only between a man and a woman sexual relationship according to the Bible is something that unfortunately is rarely modeled in our culture today. It's not displayed in our world. According to the world, everybody who's anybody can have sex with anyone but if they desire, because the world encourages this animalistic view of mankind. And then there is a very subtle and often more evil flip side to the immoral, amoral, and depraved worldly lifestyle. The world system can keep people away from the saving grace of Jesus Christ by convincing them that they're doing good, that they're inherently good people, which is worse. That's why Isaiah 64:6 says, "But we are all as an unclean thing, and our righteousness is filthy rags." When you are in the gutter of sin, when you're living that depraved lifestyle, you have some idea that you need to be saved. You have some sense of that. But when you think you're all that, when you're in church every Sunday, feeding the homeless on Saturday, there's a lot of times that you're absolutely clueless. You've been thoroughly deceived by your good works to believe that you're so good that God would never deny you admission into the kingdom. And it's in this evil flip side that we find the religious. You know who I'm talking about. They're the same ones that killed Jesus, crucified him on the cross. But in modern day, they look the look, they talk the talk, they walk the walk, and they really don't know God. Inside, they're as dead as the prostitute on the street or the junkie laid out in the alley. And the problem is they don't see it because they believe that they're good people. And thinking we're good in ourselves is one of the greatest deceptions of all, because we don't see the desperate need that we all have for God. And so whether the manifestation of the spiritual death is in good or evil, the world system is opposed to God's kingdom. And we also walked according to the prince of the power of the air, he said, under the dominion of Satan, under the demonic forces of Satan. And the Greek word translated prince refers to a person or a being who is the first one in the line of order of authority, or the leader. We know that Satan's territory is the air, which most commentators agree is the atmosphere, in the same place where we as human beings live. But rest assured, Satan's power is very limited. And he only operates as the God of this world, but we should never underestimate his power. But while we were dead in trespasses and sin, Paul says that Satan was our spiritual master. That his demons were in the air around us. They were programming us to oppose the works of God, resist Jesus, walk according to the course of this world. They drove us to waste our lives thinking that we were good, or destroy ourselves and take others with us in the evil. And the Bible tells us that demons operate primarily through our thoughts. Many times what we think is our own thinking is really demonic. And if you consider the examples of good and evil patterns of thought, if you say, I can get anything I want, or I'll never get what I want, I'm the best looking thing in this world, or, I can have anyone I want, or if I'm so ugly or no one will ever love me, I've got what it takes to do anything, and I know I can climb any ladder to success, or I'm just stupid and I'll be lucky to get any kind of job. If you go one side or the other, the extremes of the satanic thought there, for those who Satan knows are prone to be easily discouraged and put down. And he repeatedly introduces thoughts of being slighted and ugly and stupid and all of those things. And for those who he knows are inclined to be very independent and self-assured, he encourages pride and ego and independence from God by telling them that they're the best, they're the brightest, and they're the most beautiful. See, the devil and his demonic forces enforce the values and the principles of the world system in the lives of spiritually dead individuals, and such we all were at one point, at one time. And if it meant making us happy and successful and feeling good about ourselves to keep us from God, that's how the devil tried to program our thinking. If it meant keeping us in the ghetto, angry, bitter, and blaming everybody but ourselves for our misery, that's what the devil ordered for us. And so at the point of it all is that he did anything and everything he could to keep us from coming to Jesus Christ. We were all dead in trespasses and sins, no matter where we were, no matter where we came from. But thank God that we're not there anymore. We'll pick back up here next week. Till next time, I'll see you soon. I love you. God bless you.